I want to talk to you a bit about boxing on the global scene. Exciting times. You're a Mike Tyson fan, right? I'm a bit torn about this video. I don't know what to think because, well, the first thing I heard before I saw it was, 53-year-old Mike Tyson's thinking about a comeback. I heard a bit of his podcast talking about never wanting to let that guy out inside him, the monster. And also I thought 53-year-old guy, even if it is Iron Mike, do we really want to see that? But then you see him hitting the pads and it's unbelievable. It's pretty special stuff. I don't know. I know it's just pad work, but would you be up for seeing him 3-4 round exhibition fight, make a bit of money for charity? I'm kind of like yes and no at the same time. What do you think?
Well, I grew up watching Mike Tyson as well. He's definitely one of my idols, and pound for pound, he's one of the greatest boxers of all time. I'm sure he's doing this because possibly he's ran out of money as well, and he wants to, charity fight and so on. I think anybody would pay him maybe like in upwards of $15-20 million for a fight. And like you said, he's 53 years old. He kind of looks exciting on the pads, but I think it's all about nostalgia. You growing up seeing Mike Tyson, you know what he did back then in his prime, and right now you kind of want to see that again, and but he is 53 years old, and I don't think he could beat any of the top 10 heavyweights right now. It would be interesting though, like if he had a fight, let's say if he went up against like Quinton Rampage Jackson, or maybe a Bob Sapp or something, happening in Japan or like wherever. So I think more likely that's what's going to happen.
What about Evander Holyfield? Holyfield's coming back as well.
That would be a pretty exciting. I think Evander Holyfield probably would have a little bit of an edge over Mike Tyson, especially he did beat him in those last two fights, and of course the infamous ear-biting incident. But I think they've become friends as well, and I don't know if they will fight each other. Another thing I did hear though, but I don't know if you know, bare knuckle boxing. Supposedly Shannon the Cannon Briggs.
That's fake, dude. That's a fake account, man. You gotta be careful what you read.
I don't know, but it would be interesting though. $20 million, Shannon Briggs versus Mike Tyson, bare knuckle.
Well, I don't know if I heard the 20 million thing seems to be real, but I don't know about the Shannon Briggs thing. But you never know, right? You never know in this game. Knowing what you know about the sport and about athletes, the fitness and everything else. 53. How big of a factor is that? Because we know people like Roberto Duran went on pretty late. Bernard Hopkins went on pretty late. There's a bunch of them, if we look back through history, who fought into their 40s and even 50s. So how big of a factor is that? We're not talking about 12 rounds, mind you. We're talking about 3 or 4 rounds. Can it be done? I'm just saying, objectively, he looks very, very sharp, but we have to be careful not to get too carried away about 20-second clips on pads.
See, the thing is, all those guys you spoke about, Bernard Hopkins, Roberto Duran, they kept on fighting. They didn't take a 15-year break. Mike Tyson hasn't fought since I think it's about 15, 14 years or so. I'm not too sure. And he's been smoking a lot of cannabis as well. And 3-round exhibition fight could be all right, but anything more, I don't know. I don't think it's viable for a 53-year-old man, even though it's Mike Tyson.
When you said he couldn't beat anyone in the top 10, how far do you go? Could he beat anyone in the top 20? Could he beat anyone in the top 30? Because I know, again, it's just pad work, but the way he hits pads, and if he connects once, he could beat a lot of people out there, I feel like.
Yeah, top 10, no. Even top 20, I don't think so. Top 30, maybe. But look, it's Mike Tyson, and pure boxing match, I don't think he can beat anybody in top 10. But if he connects with anyone, he's going to knock him out still. He's got that power, as you can see, right? So, and this is another thing as well. If I was a guy in the top 10 and I had an offer to fight Mike Tyson, for big money, I'm going to think about it. Yep, the money is there. But what if I get knocked out by a 53-year-old man?